want to tell you about this really inspiring event that I went to this weekend in Boston. It was honoring Navy SEALs, and it was the SEAL Legacy Foundation. Guys, it was so special. This is a foundation. Here I am with my good friend Gail Tifford. She invited me to this. This is her posse there. We had a great time at the. It was actually held at the Encore Hotel in Boston, and this was just honoring basically the Navy SEALs in the room were called up, the former Navy SEALs were called up, and it was just such a rousing round of applause for them and all of they do and their bravery and all of their sacrifice. And the SEAL Legacy Foundation raises money to support the SEALs and their families, particularly of those who are injured and those who have been killed in duty. And then they have kids who are left behind. And so those kids need scholarships. Those kids need support. It also helps provide some mental health support for the families and the SEALs. So it just reminds you of the people who are sacrificing every day out there secretly. Often, we don't know until after they capture some huge terrorist exactly what they went through. But it was just a wonderful reminder of what's going on.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that the military today has been so politicized and thrown into the middle of this, when really these are the men and women who are just trying to defend our country. They should not be a political pawn, no matter which side of this political debate you sit. So it's nice to hear that type of event going on, Alisyn.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you just want to say they are decidedly nonpartisan. They really stayed away at this event from any partisan messaging or anything like that. I noted it because, again, we're in such an inflammatory time, Hannah.
Alisyn, at these events, we hear these personal stories. Was there one that stuck out to you that maybe something you didn't realize or didn't know, or one that just touched the heart?
Well, I mean, I did know about the struggles that the kids of all of our military go through after, often a father is lost in duty, but to be reminded of it and to see how they had to pick up the pieces and how they had to try to get money to live and go to college and all that, and to see how grateful they were to the dollars that are raised at this. That was just really incredibly inspiring and heartwarming. But one thing I will say about the government shutdown, they did this presentation where they showed how they trained their canines to go into like bomb sniffing situations and having to root out a terrorist. And these dogs are incredible at the skills they can do of throwing off barricades and climbing ladders on their own. And they were going to actually be skydived. Like one was going to be dropped with a skydiver from a chopper. That was going to be the grand finale. And because of the government shutdown and the challenges that are facing air traffic controllers, they had to cancel that. So there was one bit of evidence of the byproduct of the government shutdown there.
Nice you were a part of that event.